support my family. This incident happened last winter. The nights had become unusually cold, and after midnight, the streets would fall completely silent. That night, just like every other night, I was exhausted. But I couldn't go home yet. I still needed a little more money before ending my shift. It was around 2 a.m. I decided to accept just one final ride before heading home. At that moment, I was waiting near Carsaz. The road was completely deserted. A cold wind blew through the empty streets. Suddenly, my phone buzzed. A new Bikea ride request had arrived. The pickup point was only 2 kilometers away, and the drop-off location was inside an old neighborhood that people considered one of the quietest and most isolated areas in the city. At that hour, going there didn't feel right. But I needed the money. So I accepted the ride. I started my motorcycle and followed the GPS toward the pickup point. The location was at the corner of a narrow alley. Beside the road stood a huge old tree. The streetlight above it was broken, leaving the entire area buried in darkness. As I approached, I noticed someone standing beneath the tree. The man was wrapped in a long black shawl. Because of the darkness, I couldn't clearly see his face. I stopped beside him and asked, "Bikea?" Without saying a word, he slowly nodded. Then he climbed onto the back seat of my motorcycle. The moment he sat down, I immediately felt something strange. The rear of my motorcycle suddenly became unbelievably heavy. It felt as though someone had placed an enormous weight on it. The rear suspension compressed almost completely. That confused me. The passenger looked like an ordinary man. He didn't appear overweight at all. Trying to ignore the strange feeling, I started riding. After a few moments, I asked, "Brother, should I follow the route shown on the map, or would you like me to take another road?" There was no reply. Thinking he hadn't heard me over the engine, I asked again, "Is this route okay?" Still, complete silence. I assumed he was either tired or simply didn't want to talk. So I stopped asking questions and continued driving. The roads were completely empty. The only sound echoing through the darkness was the engine of my motorcycle. Then, after several minutes, a strange feeling crept over me. I realized that the man sitting behind me was breathing, but not like a normal person. It sounded as though someone was desperately trying to breathe underwater. Each breath came with a wet, gurgling, rattling sound. An uneasy feeling settled deep inside me. I slowly glanced into my side mirror, and what I saw made my blood run cold. The Last Passenger, Part 5, Final. I slowly looked into my side mirror. The reflection was blurry. I could barely make out the figure sitting behind me. His black shawl wasn't moving at all. Even though I was riding at a good speed, the cloth remained perfectly still, as if there was no wind touching it. A strange sickness began to rise inside me. Then, another smell filled the air. It was the foul odour of an old water-filled well, mixed with the damp smell of freshly dug cemetery soil. I tried to calm myself. Maybe there was stagnant sewer water somewhere nearby. Maybe I was just imagining things. But the smell kept getting stronger. At the same time,